Hello, yeah, welcome back. Yeah, hope you're doing good. Just started to think about this one because I get this question quite a lot, and I get called this quite a lot, and I thought it was worth pushing really. And yes, the rumours are true. I don't look better in the dark. The This was a question really, and it comes up a lot because if you ask questions about things that you see in the mainstream media or you question narratives around COVID or things like that, you get called this, and that is a conspiracy theorist, also known as one of the tinfoil hat brigade or whatever. So I thought about this, like what is a conspiracy theory and what is a conspiracy theorist? So a conspiracy theory, I think we'll just go for an agreeable definition of a conspiracy theory is let's say something happens. There's a historical event. There's something that goes on, and around that there is going to be what you would call an official narrative, right? So an example would be JFK gets shot, and the official narrative is that a lone wolf acting completely alone called Lee Harvey Oswald shot the president, right? And nobody else was involved. So you either accept that narrative and you are right, in which case you're not a conspiracy theorist. That's not, but you might believe actually no, that doesn't make any sense. That this low functioning idiot did it on his own. He didn't get any help either. No, there's more to this. Other people are involved. It was Jim Garrison who was leading that particular charge at the time. More has gone on. Well, there you go. So if you believe that the mafia were involved, or the CIA were involved, or the Ku Klux Klan were involved, or any of the other groups of people who are on the massive list of enemies that JFK said he had, right? Then that's a conspiracy theory because that deviates from the official narrative. If you believe that Jerry and Kate McCann know more than they've ever let on, that's a conspiracy theory. If you believe that Michael Barrymore knows more about the death of that lad in his house than he's ever let on, that's a conspiracy theory. So I think before we start wheeling that term out as an insult, I think we should be very clear that actually dictionary definition wise, most people probably believe in a few conspiracy theories. They probably don't swallow the mainstream narrative about absolutely everything, right? And so if you do happen to believe in a few conspiracy theories, then, well, you're a conspiracy theorist then, aren't you? So in answer to the original question, yes, because I've been known to see official narratives around events and go, I don't think I believe that. I think I believe something else. But newsflash, most people are conspiracy theorists. And if that's your definition, and you've done it a few times, then yes. So that's not a satisfactory ending, is it? We're 3 minutes in. So I suppose there's another definition that you could use for this, because I suppose if you're talking about a conspiracy theorist, not by some sort of logical, reason-led definition, but by a kind of something more intuitive, something based more on experience, they tend to be the people who believe in more far-out stuff. These are the people who believe in flat Earth, or believe that the moon landings were fake, or they might believe that certain people never died when they demonstrably did, and I suppose that really comes down to a question of mentality, mindset, and I would call it a kind of selective critical thinking in a lot of ways, because I think actually the mainstream versus alternative media debate is a big part of this. And it fits very neatly into what I would call the two lies fallacy. And I'll do a very good example of the two lies fallacy later in the week, which is a very, very pertinent one. But what you tend to get two camps on this. So you get people who pretty much all the time will follow what they are told in the mainstream media. If they are told that there's something called COVID going around, it's going to kill everybody, it's caused by bats, and oh God, well, if you wear a mask, you'll be all right. Okay, it's lethal disease, but these paper masks fend it off. Okay, right? They believe that. They'll believe that Lee Harvey Oswald killed JFK on his own. They'll believe that the Oklahoma bomber acted alone. they'll believe that Jerry and Kate McCann are poor, sweet, innocent victims who had their kid abducted. A poor kid got stolen from them. Okay, and they'll swallow anything in the mainstream media, right up until the point where it is disproved. A good example of a conspiracy theory that turned out to be true would be the Hillsborough disaster. We know the people who were running around saying, no, this wasn't caused by pissed up football hooligans. It was actually a police cock-up. It turned out to be true. The conspiracy theory turned out to be correct. So you get these people who will believe anything that they're told in the mainstream. Then conversely, you get these people who will call themselves truthers. They'll call themselves critical thinkers. They might wear their tinfoil hat with pride, but actually, when you break it down, they're just the same thing the other way around. So they're scornful towards the mainstream media. They're just as scornful towards the mainstream media as this first group of people were towards, Alex Jones or David Icke or whatever. But then they'll go on Alex Jones or David Icke and they'll treat it as gospel and they'll swallow anything that they're told on a website like that without any questions whatsoever. And they'll apply the same anti-critical mindset to alternative media that they accuse the other side, probably correctly, of applying to mainstream media. And so you get these two sides lining up, and they're holding the two sets of media to different standards, and they both they're hostile to one, but they give the other one a free pass, right? So if we're talking about a person who blindly swallows alternative media, and we're going to use the term conspiracy theorist to describe them, I'm perfectly happy saying, yeah, that's a fair enough definition. And no, I'm not one of those. Because the right approach, surely the right approach, and the only approach to take, is to be, to accept nothing blindly, to swallow nothing without question, and to probe, to be skeptical, not be frightened of saying, I'm not sure about that. I want some better evidence than that. Have that inquisitive mindset towards all media. Don't blindly swallow or blindly dismiss anything. Hold everything to the same standard. And actually, the reality is that, unfortunately, as far as the alternative media goes, it's as bad as the mainstream media in a different way. It has unfortunately attracted, shills, disinformation types, people leading other people down rabbit holes, and a hell of a lot of grifters. I'm doing some work at the moment where I am actually looking into a prominent alternative media grifter, and I'll be coming back with more findings on that one when I have them. But the alternative media has been, if it was ever a good thing, look, it's been ruined. It's been ruined probably by disinformation plants, by idiots, narcissists, and people looking to, latch onto these truther types. They know they've got a gullible market out there who will pay for monetized content. They will swallow up content with ads every 30 seconds, because they want to know all about the New World Order and the Illuminati, So the answer to the question is, look, it depends on your definition, but by the definition we're going to use, which would be the one that this one that we've just come up with, I would say no, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. I'm not a professional conspiracy theorist anyway. That said, there have been times when I haven't believed what I've been told by the mainstream media, but guess what? There have been times when you haven't either, in all likelihood. So that either makes all of us conspiracy theorists, or it makes a lot fewer of us. I look forward to hearing your thoughts on this, and I'll be back later in the week because we'll be doing a series on two lies fallacies, and a good one centers around the subject of mental health. There's a very good false paradigm to explore on that. So until then, thanks for watching. Take care. Look after yourselves. See you later.